Hello everybody, so going to do a quick video today. How much do idle hours really matter on a car? So, as everybody knows, the Interceptor models of both the Crown Vics and even the Tauruses and Explorers have a idle hour meter. Generally, the lower the idle hours, the better. Ford says every idle hour accounts for 33 miles approximately of driving, so that'd be about 50 to 55 kilometers. So they generally say if you have like 1,000 idle hours, then you can add 3,333 miles to the car technically, or I think I got my math wrong there. But anyway, you guys get the point. Um, so yeah, you just want to get the lowest amount of idle hours that you can get, because generally the lower the idle hours, you can kind of tell how a car is used. So if you have a car that's at like 5,000 plus idle hours, you really know that that thing was probably driven hard and used hard as a patrol car. So this one only has 200 idle hours, so you know it was used in an administration car or something of that nature. But most vehicles will come with above 3,000 to 4,000 in my experience. You generally want to get, like I said, you generally want to keep it under the 2,500 to 3,000 mark, but going over is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of it still depends on the maintenance aspect. But for those of you that don't know how to get the idle hours, I'll show you right now. So fire it up. So all you got to do is just hit this button, the odometer reset button twice, and there are the idle hours, a very low 203 on this vehicle. So like I said, guys, generally anything under 1,000 is a gold mine. Very good idle hour count. Anything under 500 is just unbelievable. Once you start getting to 2,000, then probably use as a patrol car or supervisor car or some type, but probably not completely beat on. Once you start getting to above the 4,000 to 5,000 markers, when I start to get a little bit wary, especially if it's had 100,000 miles on the vehicle and it's got 5,000 idle hours, you know it's probably been used pretty hard as a patrol car, just generally speaking. That's not to say it's necessarily in bad shape, but you just know that it's been used a lot harder than your average vehicle probably has been at that point. And honestly, I'd probably avoid anything that has above 7,000 idle hours, because that just means that the car is sat there running for that long, not getting moved, just the engine sitting there running. And honestly, that's not good on the transmission or the engine, because these actually do have extra oil and transmission cooler lines for extended idling. But either way, it is still not good for either of those components. So generally speaking, I would definitely stay above cars that have very high idle hours, and I always try to keep it as low as possible. I mean, Crown Vics are getting very hard to find now, especially in the Northeast, so sometimes you don't have a whole lot of option. And of course, the vehicle is always dependent based on its condition. But yes, that is the general bare rule. Anything under 1,000 is pretty much a gold mine, very good. Under 500, amazing. Just run away with it and take it while you can. 1,000 to 2,000, probably uses a highway car or supervisor car of some sort. Once you get above that, then you're starting to look into the regular patrol vehicles, or 2,000 to 3,000, probably more of a rural patrol area, just for a regular patrol car. Than 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, it's probably used in a bit more of a dense area. So just thought I'd give you guys a bit of a tip on that for those that have not purchased a Crown Vic or Interceptor in general and are looking for that. But yeah, so just try and get as low as you can. Like, it may not make a difference, or to some people they may not care about it, because I know you couldn't even check them before 2006 models and whatnot, but it is a good idea to check them, because it kind of gives you an idea of what kind of life the car has been through. Like, I see some cars out there with 50,000 miles but 8,000, 9,000 idle hours. I wouldn't even bother. You know that car has been used hard in those 50,000, 60,000 miles. It's just not worth it at that point, in my opinion. And you're probably going to pay a low mileage premium on it that it's not worth it at that point. So generally, I go for anything 100,000 miles and 2,000 idle hours or under, if at all possible. But like I said, going a bit above that certainly isn't going to be the end of the world. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. The Crown Vic video time is running out, because in 2 more months this car goes away for the winter once again. Yes, it'll be time for winter, unfortunately. So that sucks. As far as vehicles go, my Corolla, I'm probably going to sell it here soon because I definitely want to get something bigger for the winter. I'm looking at 2012 to 14 Camry, or I'm looking for a 2013 to 15-ish Taurus all-wheel drive, but I do not want a police model because definitely some very bad stigma with those cars in Nova Scotia and whatnot, especially after the shooting that happened a couple months back. And plus, I just want something that has features for the winter time. I just want comfort for the winter, shitty time of the year for those of you that have to deal with it. You know all about it. So thank you guys for watching.